Hi, I'm Nathan Stremick with Signal Realtors. I'm here with Jessi Erdmann, mortgage lender at First International Bank, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about the importance of pre-approval and the importance of going local with your pre-approval. So, got a couple questions for Jessi. First one is, how long does it take to get pre-approved? What does the process look like?
Sure. So getting pre-qualified can actually happen quickly in a day. In most scenarios, you're going to contact your local mortgage lender, fill out an application. That can be done in person, over the phone, or online. After that, we're going to ask some questions, pull a credit report, talk about income. We might request some documentations just to make sure that we have what we need to get you pre-qualified. We will talk about what you prefer for your monthly mortgage payment and your down payment, and then kind of go through some options from there.
One thing I run into a lot is a buyer saying they don't want to get pre-approved because they don't want to hurt their credit. They want to find the house first. Does getting pre-approved hurt your credit?
No. So if someone goes into a couple local offices to get pre-qualified with a mortgage lender, getting a couple credit pulls will not drastically lower their scores by any means. The credit score and the report is good for 120 days, so they have some time to use that same report that they pulled initially.
As far on my end, why it's good to get pre-approved is because if you're looking for a certain house, a certain neighborhood, certain price range, when that house comes on the market, in my mind, good things sell fast. So you want to be ready. I mean, if you don't have a pre-approval letter to send with that offer over, it's very tough. If you're in a multiple offer situation, they're not going to pick someone that needs to still go out and get financing. So that's why you need a pre-approval letter. Why do you need to go local? I guess we just had it today. We had a fail sale. Someone filled out a pre-approval online. When we got down to getting their documents, getting everything, it didn't match up. They weren't approved for the loan, and they had to start over. So for what people can afford and their monthly payment are kind of two different things, right?
Correct. It could be two different things.
So you can break down and tell them what the maximum amount they can afford, but if someone renting an apartment for $1,000 a month, can you also break down, what price house that would be?
Yeah, so when someone comes in, I mean, I mentioned you can get pre-qualified in a day. I wouldn't wait till the last minute. I would definitely get pre-qualified with your loan officer before starting your home search. That way you know what to expect for the down payment, and you know what to expect for the monthly payment. So we can break up closing costs, monthly payment, what's included in the monthly payment. You can have a full picture of what to expect before you go out and find a house that you love.
Does a buyer decide what kind of house they can afford, or do you tell them what house they can afford as far as purchase price?
Sure. So in that pre-qualification conversation, that's where we will ask how much they want to pay for their monthly payment or how much they want to put for their down payment, because that could affect the purchase price overall. So we can give them a range and they can decide where they want to be in that range.
When I'm listing a house, I see someone come through and they ask for seller paid closing costs. What percent of loans have seller paid closing costs involved for a buyer?
Sure. I would say a majority, I don't know the exact percentage, I would say a majority have seller credits involved to help pay for the closing costs. One thing with First International is we have a 0% origination fee, which can bring down the closing costs quite a bit. So that can have some buying power as well.
So if you have someone that comes in, a W-2 employee or a self-employed person, do they get pre-approved the same way, or how does that differ?
So that, in the conversation when we're getting them pre-qualified, that would be a big difference for each person of what they'll need to bring in. Being a W-2 employee, we won't require as much documentation. That can happen pretty quickly. With self-employed, we do need to analyze 2 years of tax returns. So we're gonna first request more documentation than normal, and two, it's gonna take a little bit more time than maybe that day time frame to get them qualified.
Awesome, but if someone owns their own business, they can buy a house?
Oh, definitely, yes. If someone is self-employed, we definitely still want to go through the same process and get them qualified as quick as possible.
So we get some buyers that really like going online to do their stuff. Are you able to offer the same services that the online mortgage lenders do?
Yes, we can also offer those same perks of doing everything online, over the phone, through email. The perk is we can be available for you when you need us. The
good thing about when you go local, we all meet at the title company when it's time to close. When we meet at the title company, if you've had a good experience, it's great. If you've had a bad experience, well, no one wants a bad experience, so they have to come and look at you and why aren't you closing on time? Why'd they mess up? There's a lot more accountability with the local lenders. We have a lot of good ones in town, so find one that you like and go out and get pre-approved. That's it. So if you're looking out to get pre-approved, me, other realtors, we love when a local pre-approval letter comes across our desk. We have a lot of great local lenders. So if you are looking to get pre-approved, go talk to your realtor, go talk to me. We'd be happy to point you in the direction to go out and get pre-approved. So thanks for watching today. Thanks, Jessi, for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Have a great day and get pre-approved.